Guild, and then one of you got banned from the Hunters Guild. You all have killed a few Boggans, the evil, rotting race of monsters, the enemy of everyone. Chris and Missy have managed to get themselves acquainted with a master breeder, who has showed them a new mount, or a new pet, or a new companion. You all have returned to town. You all will awaken Chris and Missy in the Seaside Tavern. But Ichigo is now not there. He's gone. Jump and Sam, you all awaken in the Hunters Guild to the normal commotion of the day, drinking and torturing a boggin on the torture wheel for information.
Sounds normal.
And Ken, let's do this, just because I don't feel like doing much of a background right this second for you. I'm going to let you decide for yourself, but I'm going to do the same thing I did with Missy. You're fresh off the boat. Okay? You're new to this country. You're from a small little cluster of islands. They usually had a handful of fairies, sparrows, and hawks. You're used to seeing that people. So a fae an elemental fae is a little different for you. They're not unusual, but they're not common in your area.
They're just kind of...
Pixins are completely rare. And boggins, you've never seen a boggin in your life. Because boggins are only on this country. Okay.
Besides,
So you're fresh from the boat. Why you left your home to come here, what happened to get to this stage is up to you. But whatever you do to make that happen, it has to be you have to find a reason for leaving home. You're young. Everyone starts off as a young character for the most part. Make it easy. Whatever your life quest is, that's your decision. But tell me why your character happened to be on that boat when you went forward. Okay? So, that's where you're starting. You're fresh from the boat, and we'll leave it at that when it comes to you. So, we're going to start off with the two people that were here before, Jump and Sink, because you all are in the same room. What are you two doing?
What were we doing?
What are you going to do?
If I remember right, they were going over the stuff, the papers and stuff that they found from the last Balkan hunt. They need to get 10 of each scrap.
Yeah, they still are just like, they can't solve anything until they get all the pieces together.
I'm shocked I actually remembered that.
Huh?
I'm shocked I actually remembered that.
I'm just
I'm shocked I remember that too.
Well, I probably haven't eaten in a while.
Let me tell you what happens when you are off the game. If you're in a tavern, I assume your character is eating and sleeping.
Okay.
Right? Trust it. If you're on an adventure and you leave in the middle of an adventure, your character gets a sudden case of I don't give a shits, which in D&D terminology is you cannot leave the bathroom. So what I do is I made a magical little outhouse appear, and your character sits in that magical outhouse and it follows the party around.
Let's see. I don't want to do that.
Because I don't give a shit. You didn't care to show up, even though real life came into play, which is fine. But it's just in case of I don't give a shit. So you all suffer for it. And now, today, I don't have to bring anyone in because the party is all here. Yay!
Yay!
No one can play. I love not playing characters.
Alright, will you do me a favor?
Who?
What?
Who?
Me?
Jump? Yeah, what favor? Who are you talking to? Me?
Yes, you.
Okay.
I'm gonna hang up and I need you to call me back.
Here. Okay.
Technical difficulties. Yay.
So being level 2, I can do second level spells, right?
You can do second level spells now. Just remember, anything that's more power, you can do up to fourth level spells, I believe.
Yes. You said they had range over every spell, just how many times they can do it.
Yeah, but remember, if you do, it's going to weaken you. Like, if you use your second level spells, it won't be that bad. If you use third or fourth, you're going to feel it, and you're going to feel it. It's called magical exhaustion. You can do second level spells, but you can't do it without taking an ill effect. For you, it's going to be minute. Like, maybe you feel tired. You still can fight, but you feel tired. If you did a level 3, you're feeling exhausted. You can still move, but you're still feeling... At level 4, you're just unconscious. You're done. It is your last resort. You are now knocked out because you're not strong enough.
So what's
At level 3, second level won't bother you anymore. At level 4, fourth level won't bother you anymore. No, 7, sorry. At 7th level, 4th level won't bother you anymore. As you get stronger, they won't bother you. But when you do, but I'll let you know what the effects are when it comes up.
Okay.
Yep, that would
Are
be
you back?
almost.
What did you do?
I realized that the reason why your phone didn't go through to my computer is because I am signed into Ken's account, not mine.
That would do it.
That sounds like a odd thing, but that's okay. So, Sam, what are you doing? Let's start with you while she's fucking around with the Skype thing.
Okay, one more time. I'm hanging up.
Okay.
I'm probably just sitting at a table listening to everything that's going on. Trying to mind my own business while I'm planning on what to do for the day.
Okay. Well, normal banter is going on in the hunt in the Purple Sword. You got your talk about boggin raids and fighting the boggin on the front line. You heard a story by a few about strange giant. They ran through town for the day. No one knew where they came from. All they know is they were incredibly fast and incredibly agile.
Oh, good. Split screen.
I see people.
We see people.
Hi, peoples.
Everybody, wish her a happy birthday. She is the oldest bird in the group.
Get your face over here, Chris.
I don't think so. My soul's older than yours, Sam. My soul's old. But, so, you hear talk about where the raids are happening on the boggins. You heard, you still, the whisper of those giant birds is still floating around the room. Now, as a druid, it's a unique experience for you because this is a new species that you've never seen. So it does pique your interest a little more than the boggin raids and beating up boggins and torturing the boggin on the wheel, and that doesn't really pique your interest, but the new creature does.
Okay. I'll definitely put that on my list of things to watch for.
Investigate.
Sounds like a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
Jump, what are you doing?
Looks like she's eating munchy food.
You all gonna be jealous of me when I go eat something in a little bit. I got Chinese.
Dude, I'm happy I had barbecue pork chops on the grill. And I had a quarter of a cake of pineapple upside down cake with cherries. My inner fat kid is happy.
I can't do cake, so it's all good.
I don't do
What
a hard
time is
cake.
it?
Morning, like crack shit of dawn morning. Like the sun is just, suns are just coming up because this planet has two of them. A big red one and a blue one. It's
Sure.
watching tonight?
Wouldn't it be about noonish if we're going off of the last episode? I'm just remembering
No,
what you
because
said.
you all rested. I'm starting a fresh day.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So, did I hear whatever Silver heard?
Yeah, you're all sitting together at the same table, I assume.
Which is that there was a bird thing.
You saw it out your window. She was still sleeping. Let's just go use it that. You saw the big foot on the wall and just like leap off and Assassin's Creed it. Fax is just a beast.
Oh my God, that's
Can't
not Big
help
Bird.
it. Huh?
Oh my God, that's not Big Bird.
Nope, Fax is a beast. Fax is just is one of my favorites actually. I liked when I bred him. He was great. 100%. I was like, legendary. I loved it. DM was pissed because now I can fly. And he hated it. What? You all think Fax was not a playable character? I didn't make him out of the blue. He was made. I had to breed him for sessions after sessions. It took like 7 sessions. Yeah. About right.
I wish they'd polished it. Rounding off the edges here.
So I think I'll what do I have actually?
Pull your beard hair.
No, she's stabbing me with what dice is that? The pyramid.
What? The 4-sided?
The pyramid.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, the 4-sided.
Yes.
I don't know
Do
why
the
they're
8-sided.
so
It hurts
stabby.
more. You have 2 sides to stab.
I don't know why they're so stabby. Like, why couldn't they just round off the edges here?
Death by dice. Hey.
Okay.
Well, I've had dice I've thrown at people before. They're metal, so they hurt when they hit.
I've stepped on the bag.
Oh no, they deserved it. Don't I didn't do it because they didn't deserve it. They deserved it. They were back talking me as a DM. I'm like, oh.
I thought you said you got hit.
No one threw dice at me.
Yet.
Like,
No, they knew better. Because usually they play in my house. So they throw dice at me in my house. I get the big stick out and beat the crap out of them with it.
Mash is a violent person.
Their house is a different story. They're in charge. No, just don't threaten me in my own house. It's my castle. Fuck out if you don't obey it. So.
I think I will go outside and investigate and try to figure out where the birds came from.
Remember, this was yesterday, so you're a day ahead. Okay, so you're going outside. Sam?
My favorite.
Yes.
Doesn't hurt
What are you doing?
as the others.
What are you doing now after 5 minutes?
After 5 minutes?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I already said I'm just listening.
It hides in all the bush. Bush on the top of his head.
I'm definitely gonna put the birds on my to-do list to investigate, but I'm not gonna worry about it until I actually see one, because rumors can always be rumors.
It could be a parakeet.
So I'm just gonna wait and see what I find later on.
Okay, as you're sitting there contemplating, Jump's character gets up and walks outside.
Okay.
Okay. Are you done? Is there anything else you want to do?
Yes.
You're
Actually-
outside talking to people. That you're done. Sam?
Yes, I'm done.
Nothing.
Okay. Chris? Okay. Chris?
I'm going to go find my boss and see what I can get into.
Alright. So, you get up. You into a proper attire.
No,
You go
I feel
outside.
like walking out butt-ass naked today.
Well,
I'm
shame
joking.
much. It's cold. Shriveled and gone.
Me, my comma, and my flag.
Oh, you're stoned. You have an inning. We can go with that. If you want to take that road, I'll fuck with you too. Don't start. So you go outside, butt ass naked. There's nothing there. Everyone does it, and it's really funny. This is a busy port city, okay? And no one stops, and no one cares.
It worked.
You're not even getting nothing. Just everyone's just like, oh, whatever, and just keep walking on. You see a strange vessel. Now, you lived in this port city most of your life. Your family is in this port city.
Mm-hmm.
You see a strange vessel with a unique flag sailing on a banner you've never seen before. But it's a peaceful banner. It's very easy to tell. Because they're sailing in with no guns on the ship. None that you see. It's a small, probably maybe a column. Maybe 3 or 4 masts across. But you notice that a lot of them are flying. And a lot of them are very quick. From your distance, you can't really tell what it is because the ship is still coming into dock.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to, going back in and get clothes because it's cold.
It's about 54 degrees.
Still enough for shrivelage. Then once I get dressed, I'm going to walk over and watch this come in.
Not Celsius, Fahrenheit. I have to change that around.
What?
I think he's looking at me like, wait, Celsius? 54 degrees Celsius? Oh shit, it's hot outside.
I got it. I'm okay.
Okay. Shh. Forget.
She only speaks Fahrenheit, so I'm getting used to it.
I'll speak Fahrenheit.
Have her convert it for you, it'd be easier.
Huh? Yeah, I know, but
Just
speak
cell phone,
Fahrenheit?
confirm 54 degrees. There, that's what it is.
She's told me to speak Fahrenheit.
So you run in, get dressed, which you should have just done it in the first place because it felt like a waste of time anyway, and you ran back outside. Fine. As you're outside, you see Jump. Trying to talk to people about chocobos. She doesn't know what to call them. She's like, I saw a bird, a big one. It jumped at my window. Have you know where it came from?
It was fun.
And she's poking and bugging everyone.
That sounds like me.
Did I nail it on the head? I thought I did a good job.
Yeah.
I'm just not doing the voice.
So, Jump, if you want to know what it was, walk with me, talk with me while I go find my boss.
Okay.
What you seen leap across your window is a chocobo.
It's called a chocobo.
Yes, it's a bird that is very powerful and very strong. I'm learning how to train it.
Oh, that's cool.
Breed, train,
You're
same thing.
an apprentice to a master breeder. Difference in training.
Okay,
Believe me.
I'm learning how to
A
make a
horse
screw.
breeder is not a horse trainer. 2 different things.
Bad.
That's cool.
He didn't catch it.
What was I supposed to catch?
Nothing, it's not PG. Or PC.
Is anything we say PG?
Thank you. You said master breeder, and I said, okay, fine then. I'm learning how to teach him to screw.
Okay, whatever. He
She
He's teaching
jumped on
birds
my
how to
face.
fuck. Who gives a shit?
She was bitching at me for saying it the way I did.
Did I say it better?
Yes.
Okay. As long as I win, that's all that matters. So you two are walking and chatting. Where are you all heading? I have no idea. Looking for your boss, which still is nowhere to be found. At this point in time, your attention from the new boat coming in has been drawn away. Ken, you're docking, and your boat is full of hawks. They're all the same species on your boat. You could be nice getting out the boat, you could be a family, or you could be royalty. I don't give a shit. It's up to you.
Your middle class.
But no one else has to know. Remember, you can lie your teeth.
Don't lie to me.
You can your parents? No shit.
I get off the boat. And I look around.
It is a fairly big port city. Bigger than your hometown by like 3 sizes. The first building you see is this giant luxury hotel tavern. It is the very first thing you see when you walk up your long pier. The pier itself is about a football field long. In your size, basically. I'm just not going to say exactly how long it is because I'm not doing the math tonight. It's not happening. But it's a gentle slope up a hill. So you go from sea level gradually increasing as you go up. The main stretch is what they call Market Square. And it basically lines the streets with stalls and shops, and every building on the Market Square are shops. Behind all those are tons of houses, and it's more of a horseshoe-shaped town. So, big-ass semicircle, horseshoes out into the water, so there are towns floating on the water, along with big, long piers in between all these buildings. There's about roughly, one tavern is all you see. That's all you know. As you sailed in, you saw all this glorious, and it's more of a magic fae, kind of like fairy-esque, but medieval fairy-esque. So the buildings are plants everywhere, on the buildings, vines, and luxury, kind of like Roman style.
Okay.
Oh, well, I'm going to get into more details, so bear with me a little bit. I noticed I haven't done it a lot, so I was explaining what's through my head, because you all don't know. There's a lot of things in my head you don't want to know.
Well, I'm going to head towards the tavern.
Okay. As you are heading towards the tavern, well, that's where we're stopping you.
Okay.
Sam, what are you doing?
Me?
Yep, you.
Let's see. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and go on outside. Make sure
What?
my little spider is okay and well fed for the day. Never know what
Yep,
kind of trouble we're
spider.
gonna get into. Huh?
You gonna check on your spider, you said?
Yeah, checking on my spider, my purple fluffy spider.
What did we
Yep.
do?
As you walk out, it comes crawling down the building looking at you. It looks like I got lots of flies today.
Oh, great. It looks all fat and ready. I guess I won't have to
Yep.
worry about it eating any boggins this time.
Oh, it doesn't like bogging too much, but it'll kill it for you.
Yeah.
Not edible.
So getting the spider rounded up. Getting the spider rounded up. I see the big stone lug. Always seems to get us in trouble. And jump.
And they're walking up Market Square. So as he's talking to Jump, walking together, they're walking off kilter from the rest of the crowd, so you can barely see them. And that's it, because you're still standing at the dock, well, heading toward the tavern.
Yeah, it's very easy to see him as tall as he is. It's very hard to miss.
He's one of the taller ones in the area. Yes, very true. He is a stone fay. Actually, one of the older ones in this town, I believe.
So then I'm just going to listen to any of the other people that are around to figure out where I want to go next and figure out what I want to do for the day.
You are stepping out on one of the busiest days of the week because it is market day. And if you want to set it by a calendar, it's Sunday. Unfortunately, there's only 5 days in a week. So Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Sunday. That's it.
You cut the
Market day
weekend
is Sunday,
short.
or rest day. So you hear a lot of trades, a lot of arguing. In all honesty, a lot more so than usual. But all right, hold on. It's enough. Lay down.
No.
I'm gonna smack my dog in a minute. He's chewing my fingers again. I told him to stop. So, you hear a lot of arguing about pricing, but not really like, you need to lower that pricing. More like almost ready to fist fight arguing. And it's all over the place. And you notice that there are more guards patrolling the street than you've ever seen before. But you are new to Market Day.
So it's probably my assumption. Noticing that people are angry, and more guards than usual. Would it be something that I would be keen on to notice a change?
Yeah, because you're not used to it.
Then everybody's probably on edge.
Chris, Jump, even Ken, his character has seen Market Day in his own area. He's seen people get almost killed over pricing. It happens.
Yeah.
My regular D&D half-orcs will kill people over pricing. I want 5 gold. It's 2 gold. 5 gold.
Yep, all the time.
For 3 more gold. You're gonna give him 3 more gold. The guy said, no, it's only 2. You only have to pay me 2, not 5. You killed for paying him more money. Yep.
Alright, then I'm just gonna walk on, and hopefully no one gets in my way. Just walking on probably towards the docks.
Okay. So you run right into the two bumbling up thing as they're talking about the chocobos.
Okay.
So that's what you do. Ken, you're hitting the tavern. So fresh room and board. What are you doing?
I am looking for someone to talk to because I'm looking to get a job, or looking for someone that's got work for me.
All right. Get back to you in a minute because actually you're going to follow his boss because he's still in the tavern. They don't know. We're all three together. What are you three as a group going to do? Chris, Jump, and Sam?
I am still looking for my balls.
I got that. Well, Sam's character walks up to you as you're talking about the chocobos. Actually, she doesn't really walk up to you. She kind of walks slightly past you.
I notice her walk by, and I smack her on the ass and go, "Sup?"
Fizzy did the slap for me.
Someone has to.
Yeah, no kidding. He slapped. At this point, if he did slap me, does he get to roll on that?
Does he get to roll on that?
I want to see if he botches.
She wants me to botch.
Alright, then you can roll on it, I guess. Are you pulled there, Jump?
D20,
You're
right?
all bundled up.
I'm fine.
I had to
16.
turn the air down.
What?
He smacks your ass. You're good. I had to turn the air down here. It's fucking hot in here.
It's getting warm up here finally. We went on a hike today. That's why I'm all gross.
Gross.
the last
I'm
time.
gross.
What's the temperature over
I
there?
took my third shower today. Huh?
It was like 70 today, wasn't it?
That's a nice temperature.
Yeah.
I don't even know what it was today here. I didn't even look.
It was close to 90 here.
It hit 90 here today for like an hour.
It was humid. We have a storm hit. We were supposed to have a storm hit us, but it hasn't hit yet. So.
All that went around us yesterday.
Yeah, we didn't get hit yesterday either.
Like there was 5 or 6 different storms, and they all just sort of went around the town.
We haven't had a good storm in forever. Like, I want a good, I want it to thunder and lightning for a good, solid night. I sleep so much better during those storms. I can't help it. Like, I unplug everything. I turn everything off in the house during a lightning storm. I don't leave anything on. TVs, everything gets unplugged. So I don't hear the white noise from all these devices going on in the background. I don't hear the TV all night long. So during a thunderstorm, it's like the greatest thing in the air because I hear. I'm like, oh, sleep.
Alright, well, since he did smack me on the ass, then that's when my spider decides to get defensive and hisses at you.
Let's find out.
Should I roll 2? No, I'm just kidding.
No, I got it.
Okay.
I got it.
It's gonna bug.
Now you roll.
Now I roll.
Okay, so here's how this works. I rolled a percentage. You have to get lower than my percentage to make for your pet to act the way you want it to act. If it gets higher than my percentage, then the pet acts the way I want it to act.
Ooh.
So she needs the.
What dice?
I know she needs the 100.
The one that has the 10 and the one that has it's 2 cents out of dice. The exact same dice, just different numbers on them. One has 10, 20, 30. One has 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
You gotta roll percentage.
Okay, so let's just. Our table's like way too far.
Hold on, I'm fixing this. Or trying to.
You want to see that?
Yeah.
That's
What number do you see?
6.
6 and a 10 or a
So
19.
60.
This is terrible.
19.
19. Okay.
That's what I rolled.
Terrible.
So you have to get below my 19.
This is terrible. He's gonna make you do something stupid.
82.
Oh,
Same.
82.
no.
Nope. Your spider acts in a very aggressive manner. Roll me a dodge.
you
D20.
you
Add
got
your dexterity to it. Oh, you're clumsy too.
Or subtract my dexterity.
Subtract dexterity. 14.
14 minus 14, 19 minus 3,
14 minus
16.
16.
So what'd you roll?
16. That's with my dexterity and the minus and everything.
I don't know.
So 16 is what you got?
14 plus 5 minus 3.
Why were you adding plus 5 to?
My dexterity, like you told me to. Then I subtract 3 from it.
Why subtract 3?
Because I've got below average dexterity. I'm a clumsy motherfucker.
Okay, so don't add the 5,
No.
just the negative 3.
So you
Okay,
got
11.
The spider rolled a 15.
Fuck.
You are on the ground, and it is hissing in your face. So now, you have been emasculated by a pixen and a spider. You might want to stop while you're ahead.
That is fine.
On my way to the tavern, I'm skirting myself away from whatever's going on over there.
You actually see. It's a distance away. It's a good distance away. You don't hear what's going on. All you see is this big purple creature, fuzzball, tackle this guy. That's it. That's it. As you walk into the tavern. As you walk in and normal tavern routine. The tavern's pretty much normal. Nothing spectacular about it, except for the rooms. Normal, standard round tables, 4 chairs at most of them, a big long bar. Behind it is a bartender who is different than what they saw earlier. It's actually a leafman cleaning a mug. It looks like a normal human being cleaning a mug, sliding them down, cleaning another one. It's kind of dead because it's early morning. Most of the fishermen are heading out to sea. Most of his business are out to sea, and you're travelers, so you're there. Except for one person. And you've never seen anything like him in your life. Looks like a fairy, but instead of having the vibrant color wings, they're dulled. He's more muscular than a fairy. He has actual muscles to his bones. He just seems more pale, though. He's not as lively looking as most fairies look. Or even you. You have that, your wings are maybe dragonfly style, but they have a color to them that his does not. His are black and white. Dull. Did I tell you all his hair color at all? Did I tell you, Missy and Chris?
No.
He has short, spiky hair. And it's just green. Like a foresty, earthy green. And he's sitting there, and he has a small plate in front of him. On this plate is a leaf and an egg. A whole egg.
Like in the shell or cooked?
And you don't know. It's just, all you see is egg.
Okay.
And he gently waves at you. He's the only one in the tavern other than the bartender.
I cautiously approached him.
How can I help you, good sir?
I'm new here.
So am I, actually.
Oh.
And he pulls out a spoon and starts tapping the egg, and he breaks it open, and it's a hard-boiled egg.
I'm looking for work.
I'm looking for protection.
Oh. Okay. From who?
Easy enough job. I already have 2 people with me, so a third one would not be that bad. I can't pay you much, but I can pay you. But I'll make you a deal. You split the loot with the other 2 people, and you all get the profits and loot. I don't need the loot. So whatever you get from the adventure, you get to split it with the other 2 party members. Sound good to you?
There's an adventure?
More like defending me while I'm doing my job.
What's your job?
I breed animals, unusual animals in this area, nonetheless. I can't show you in here because the bartender told me not to. But I can take you to my farm, and I can show you there.
I'm intrigued.
Sounds good. They're an unusual creature. They're small and smelly. Well, probably at your height. Because he's actually taller than you when he stands up to shake your hand.
Okay.
And pretty much a lot healthier looking, too.
Where are these creatures?
The locals call them boggins. What I've learned, they are the rotting creatures of the world. So they pretty much eat and shit and destroy and rot and kill things.
Oh.
So, bad for druids and bad for, well, rangers.
Alright, well, do you show me around, or when do I start?
Right now, actually, I'm fixing to go find my other one. Or other two, I don't know where they went to, but I'll find one of them here shortly. So, come without me outside. My name is Ichigo, by the way.
I'm LV.
Nice to meet you. I ask you a dozen times again, but give me some time, I'll get to know it. Because I'm still kind of comprehending everything myself. And at that, he gets up and he waves the bartender goodbye, and you notice he leaves his egg still sitting on the table. He did not eat it, and he walked away.
I follow him.
Okay. Outside, you're still pinned by the spider when he walks out. He looks up, turns back to you, Ken, and he goes, "That's him." Post mission, help him. So he starts walking up that way. Because Ichigo hasn't never seen that spider before, because when he met him, Sam wasn't around. So he comes, and all of a sudden you notice him pull out. He reaches into a small bag, no bigger than this, and pulls out his bow. And he notches an arrow to fire at the spider. Sorry, Sam.
Okay.
So, while you're all heading up there, he's ready for combat, back to Chris and Sam. Spider's still hissing in your face.
We'll start with Sam so she has a chance to save the purple fluff ball from hell.
She doesn't know what's going on. All she is falling on the floor laughing her ass off.
And I'm yelling very loudly how he should not have his hands on my rear end. And if that is heard among other people to his boss, then hopefully he will understand.
Ken, roll me a d20 and see if you hear it. Because Ichigo's not hearing it. He rolled a 2.
Does that listen?
Yes.
Alright, 12.
You hear it.
A faint whisper.
Barely, but you hear it over the argument of the marketplace. What you do with the information is your decision.
I am very cross right now with a very stern look, so.
Alright, so I heard what she said.
Do you hear her yelling, "Stop smacking my ass or I'll make him eat you"?
What's that guy's name again?
Ichigo.
Pardon?
Ichigo. Just call him Hero. Just call him Hero. That's his last name is Hero.
Hero, wait a second.
Yes? Don't shoot the spider?
I think there might be more going on here than, like...
Okay, I get it. You want me to wait. Good, because I don't want to feel like wasting the arrow anyway. It's my last one. I wasted them all yesterday on Boggins. And saving his rear end, too. Why is he... So, as they get closer, the spider's still hissing at Chris. Ichigo goes, "What did you do? What did he do? Do I have to kill it? I'll make Fax do it." Fax might kill him, though. No, Fax can't do it, because Fax might actually kill him. Not the spider. Spider would be dead, but Stone guy. He might die. Fax can't come out. No, never mind.
I smacked her ass. Will you please get your spider off me?
Tell me you won't smack my ass again, and I'll get him off.
I promise to do my best.
Keep track of your hound dog. Hopefully.
Shame.
I can't help it. It's all big and rounded in my face.
As is the spider at this moment.
Reality, which is like that. She's no ass at all. Sorry, I'm a dick. Can't help it. So you're all standing in one area together. You're laughing, Jump, because this is the second time that the first time the building got slapped. This time he got slapped.
I prevailed.
Whip to the building. Don't make me do it again. Isn't that what happened the first time she failed and whipped the building?
Yes.
I botched, yes. My dice hated me.
So, you're all together. Now, I'm not going to individual you out. You all tell me where you want to go with this. Hero just steps back and stands there. Shakes his head.
Hey, Hero, you have any work for me today?
Of course I do. Always have work. What about these two with you? I got someone else with me.
I don't know
We'll
about
get
you
you caught
two
up.
and your fucking spider. I'm gonna go to work.
Chris, you got work to do. The Pixen runs out of the tavern to see the whole scene happening. There you go. You are now caught up.
Well, let's see here. So now I'm probably just petting my spider, trying to calm him down. He's probably still.
He's calm. Oh, he's purring happily.
Oh, he's probably not. He forgot all about it. Okay, he's got ADHD.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
He has no personality right now. That's what it's boiled down to. I am the spider. Enjoy. Evil and maniacal.
Is that
You did that really well. What?
I say that to the purple spider lady. I've never seen a pet spider before.
He has a mind of its own.
Yeah, you probably wouldn't have in your area. You can make that up all you want. That's fine. They use other pets. Druids use other pets. Small dogs. I'll let you roll with that. That's fine. Like a dog. It's like a giant cat is what it is. It's purring and...
He's just having a jolly good time. He does well. I'm still trying to train him on how to be a better, obedient little creature, but he has its...
Civil.
He has his
Cheers.
purpose.
You're trying to be civil. Don't try to beast to be civil. You should see facts. He's nowhere near civil. Oh, by the way, I promised you to show you the chocobo, didn't I?
Chocobo? What
What? You don't know what a chocobo is? Hasn't he spread the word to you? Points over at Chris's character. And I promised to show you one when we leave. So yeah, we're gonna have to see one now because Fax has to come out. He's getting mad at me.
Well, let's make him
He throws down a
unmad
cue.
and see what this
And
chocobo
out pops
is.
Fax, which is this brilliant teal with dark green outline of feathers. He stands taller than the average one, which you all have never seen an average one, so he's really tall. Fax stands a foot tall to you all. He's tall. He stands taller than the stone guy, who is, what, you said 8 inches?
7.2.
7.
7. And you're, what, 5? Yeah. Fax is tall, and he stands proud. Like, he looks down at Hero and tilts his beak, tilts his back, and you sense great love between these two people, the Fax and Hero. And then he stops looking at him, and he pecks him on top of the head.
Feed me, bitch.
No, not feed me. Ride me. He wants to go for a run. So, He says he throws down 4 more cubes. Yep. Chris, you get the white one again.
Yay.
Missy, wherever she went off to. Is she playing? No. Yes.
gone.
What's going on?
No.
She's gone.
Then she's gone. So only 3 cubes went down. Jump, you get a white one. No, 4. I was right. Ken, yours is red. Like, red as can be, like, red feathers and beautiful, but just red. Sam, you get a red one too. Now yours doesn't seem, yours is more of a dull red. Not as vibrant as Ken's chocobo. Do you all know the reason why?
Male and female?
Out of game, a male bird is more colorful than a female bird.
Oh, okay.
Fatal attraction.
There you go. Both the white ones are there are no color to them, so they're not vibrant at all. They're white, so you can't tell the difference. But a normal reality, a male bird is usually brighter colored and have iridescent feathers. So yours has red iridescent tail feathers. Sam's does not. Sam's is faster. The red one's a lot faster, actually.
Do they fly?
There are 4 classes as you're all riding out of town. Now, as you ride, Fax just takes off. Your chocobos can't keep up with Fax. So eventually, as you all leave town, and the same thing happened like the other day. You're all getting around crowds. Fax literally jumps up on the side of the building, digs his claws in, and runs sideways to get around the crowd. And your chocobos, you all don't control them, follow Fax. He is the alpha of his pack. So they just follow along, and they get out of town. As he gets out of town, Hero slows Fax down to your all's pace. He says, Fax is unique. He's a very rare breed of chocobo. He is what they call a wonderful or a legendary classification. He can fly. There are poor, good, great, and wonderful or legendary. A great one has the ability to jump higher than a good one does. A good one is your basic one, and if you get a poor one, they're usually for pack mules and medial farm equipment. Because in Final Fantasy, they are the horse of Final Fantasy. So they do everything, and they're a lot stronger and a lot better at it. So, you all, same thing happened the other day, Chris. You all feel like you've walked for a short period of time. But in reality, as you all hit this clearing, it's been a while. About 45 minutes to an hour, you all have been riding. But when you're on these birds, you feel relaxed. You feel confident in their ability to get you where you're going. So time passes quickly. You're also talking about the chocobos. He explains to you their habits, their eating habits. Like they only eat certain greens. They can live in extraordinary circumstances, extreme environments. They're a hardy animal. As you all arrive, he halts Fax quickly and instantly jumps off of him and throws down the cubes, and you all fall flat on your asses because the cubes suck in the chocobos just as fast as you all were on them. As he does, he points, and in the middle of the field, standing high and clear, is a 13-point buck grazing in his field. He says, I can't build the house until that's gone. And I have tried everything in my power to get it to move. Besides flying in its ear and killing it, because I don't want to kill it. But if I do, meat for me for years. That will feed me for years. Me. Okay. You all can share it. So, now, as a DM, I'm going to tell you all, this is the first time I'm not going to help you. You all talk amongst each other and decide how to get rid of it. Because Hero pulls out a chair out of his bag and sits down and watches you all. Because I hired you all to do this. So, you all figure out how together to get rid of that deer.
I personally vote.
It's a problem when you're only 5 inches tall, isn't it?
I personally
I've got
vote
some arrows, but I don't know what they're going to do against that.
You can fly in his ear.
Yes.
Yes, their ears are full of wax and they're disgusting and yeah, it just shivers in this chair. See, I love it because it challenges people to think. In reality, if you're just a normal sized human, shoot the fucker. You kill the deer and you're done. You have meat now for a couple months. Now you're 5 inches tall compared to what? 9? How tall is a deer? 7, 8 feet tall?
Yeah.
From head to hoofs?
Yeah.
So yeah, you went from 5 inches to 8 feet. Now you have to deal with a bigger problem. And it doesn't see you, so it's not getting scared of you. So that's another problem too. Plus you're magical. Every one of you are. Because you're all Fae. So yeah, you get a calming nature about you as well, so it makes it even more harder to scare creatures like that away. Now you gotta figure out how to do it.
Anybody know where we can get some deer corn?
What the hell is
Can you
deer
talk to it?
corn?
Who?
I say to the druid lady because I can't remember her name.
Neither can I. That's why I'm calling you all by your real names. Give me a little while and I'll start calling you by your character's names once
I am
remember
Dred.
them.
You are
I think I was just gonna use silver just the same.
Silver.
Sounds good to me. You should have named your character Ludwig, would have been easier.
I call him Lug.
Slug. What's your name? Lug.
That works.
Can you talk to it somewhere?
I honestly do not know. I've never really tried to talk to that big of a buck. I'm currently pulling
Good,
up my
because
stuff.
you know what it is. Your character has seen them before. And can you speak with animals? Let me see.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. I can't remember.
You
what
can.
page it's
First
on.
level spell. You can actually speak with animals. And it doesn't matter how big it is. It's still an animal. And yes, you can speak with it.
Okay, I'm trying to find my spell book here.
She's using spells, and I'm just trying to feed it and lead like a little corn trail out of the area, one kernel at a time.
And that's where you're made of stone.
Which it pays no mind to your one curl at a time because it can't see it. Hold on. Actually, nope, it can't see it. It got a 1. It even almost bit your like you're walking your like corn in front of his face. It ate the grass clump next to the corn and still didn't see it.
That's fucked up.
Sorry, no corn for you. Which for you, corn. It's like. The good thing is, in a world full of small people, food is never a problem. And tomato will last you. Here's a meal for a family of 5. 1 tomato. What's for dinner, Daddy? A tomato. Yay!
Yeah,
God, I wish that was real. Like, Daddy, we got a steak. A 5-pound steak, son. Oh my God, Daddy, that will feed the entire family. Reality, 5-pound steak. That's not enough.
Is this like an open grassy field?
Open plain, more of an ovally shaped field, surrounded by a tall redwood forest. I forgot to tell you, you're all in a redwood forest. They know, you didn't. Sorry, but you listened too, so you should know. But these are actual redwood trees, so massive trees you're all riding through, surrounding this small oval-shaped field. To you all, it's about a mile. In reality, it's really not that big. It's a small field. It's not even a field to a human. It's like, that's a clearing. My house wouldn't fit there. But what I have planned, which Chris already saw, will fit there just fine.
Mm-hmm.
Which I'll show you all later. When I have the gumption to go do it.
He smoked too much. He has no gumption.
I have plenty of gumption. My phone's like charging. I can't leave the table.
Oh,
Unless you want my Skype to kill my phone and can't play anymore. So.
I'm good. Did you find your spells?
I found my spells. Now I'm just trying to. So what?
First level.
I'm sorry?
It's under first level. If you're looking at the player's handbook, it will be page
189. I see it now.
189. Second one under the.
Yeah.
Huh?
189.
I found
189. Second from the bottom of the first level spell. It literally is simple as that. Speak with animals. Yes, you can talk to it. Now, here's the downside. You have to get close enough to talk to it. So you have to get within head range.
You gotta climb it.
She can jump it.
I could jump it. I just have to roll.
So
I'm going to attempt.
They're strong enough.
Huh?
I think the only person that can fly is Hero and Ken.
Yeah.
And Hero's not flying. Fax can fly, but Fax won't carry you. Fax will literally try to eat you if you get on his back.
Well, we
He's
can talk.
nice. Huh? She can talk to him.
She's just going to get up on it.
I just have to climb up to its ear. Do I have to roll?
Yes.
Okay.
It'll be a strength check. Because you're jumping. You're not flying.
Right. I get my thing back up.
Flying is constitution. Strength is jumping.
And my strength is -1, of course.
I didn't say you were perfect at it.
No, I wasn't. I can't even do it in real life. Alright.
Happy people, that's why. I could jump, but I choose not to. Because I used to be able to do front flips and cartwheels, and I used to be able to do a double front flip off the dashboard or back flip. Now, in my advanced years of age, my ass is not going for my head anymore. It just doesn't happen.
She got a 20.
I rolled a perfect 20, but I have a -1 in strength, so it's at 19.
No, stop.
Nope.
Stop.
Okay.
But this is your first time actually rolling a jump check in my game.
Right.
You are a master jumper. You no longer take minuses to jumping. You get a +5. You initially just go and jump from the ground to the top of the deer's head.
Okay, that worked.
You critted it. Perfect. 100%. You're like, who needs flying? 8 feet in one jump. Love it.
Ego level, what up? No, I'm just
Yeah. Stroke the. Yeah.
kidding.
Yeah.
Alright, so then I'm gonna try, and he wants this thing off of property, correct?
He wants to leave and not come back.
And not come back.
Because he interrupted this. Remember the spell that was being cast before when you all stopped playing? The deer interrupted all that, which sucks because it has to be restarted.
Yeah, I was passed out, so I don't remember that.
Hold on 1 second. The dog has to go outside.
She ain't listened to 2.5 yet.
I've been out. Now I gotta roll. Let me get back.
Can you pour me a water?
Huh?
Thank you.
We get 20.
I don't know what to do with
I am alive, I promise. I'm not dead.
You're good.
So, you're going to try to talk to the deer. Fantastic.
I'm going to try and
So
see
here's what you have to do.
You gotta climb inside the ear.
Well, I already jumped
No,
it, so it's
you
good.
can talk to it on top of its head. It can hear you from where you're at. You have to roll a will check or a wisdom check
Okay.
to roll your d20. Add your wisdom bonus. So whatever you have, the best part of it.
21.
Excellent. 2.
You feed it. It got a 12, so you want instantly.
I am in the animal domain.
We can talk to it. What are you gonna say to this deer? Because it's just sitting there.
Mr. Deer, would you please be kind enough to move? We are in the middle of
And
something.
as you say that, as he hears you say that, his head starts shaking. Where are you at?
Please stop shaking. I am in your
Oh.
ear. I'm holding on for dear life, and I do not want to be sling off.
Oh, you're in my ear. He smacks you with a hoof. Oh, okay.
I'm going
What can I
to
do for you?
move to where you can see me.
Oh.
So I am going to move into its
Snout.
So you
snout
get in front of his
eye.
eye. He can see you. Oh, you're tiny.
Yes, very tiny.
You're edible.
No food. I am not
Okay.
food.
Well, you have leaves all over you, so I assumed you were edible. Remember, he's a deer.
They love me.
I hate talking stupidly, but I have to. Oh. What can I do for you, little one?
Would you be enough and kind and please move into the forest area?
There's just so much greenery here.
Well, I understand that, but there is a gentleman that is wanting to do something in this exact spot. I do not know what the little person wants to do, nor do I really care. However, he would like you to move.
Oh. Where?
I don't
Can you
know.
find me your grass?
Huh? I didn't hear. Sorry, what?
You want me to move? Can you find me greener grass?
This is a large area. I'm sure I could find you some greener grass.
Well, if you find green grass, I move.
All right.
Where's the spray paint?
Hey, while you're up there, can you do me a favor? I have an itch underneath my eyeball. Like right here. Can you scratch it? Like right where your foot's at. Scratch it. Scratch it, please. And he literally starts prancing in place.
I
He's got the idea. Scratch it.
can.
Oh my god.
He's dying over here.
Scratch it, please. By the way, Chris, roll me a dodge check because he's prancing where you're standing.
Give me dice, I don't want to die.
Since you're laughing so hard.
19.
19.
You move. You're like placing corn down right as the hoof comes right next to you. You're like, oh shit.
Does anybody have an extra spare pair of pants?
He wore his brown pants today just to make sure.
He made pebbles.
Gravel.
Burrito.
So from the sidelines, here it goes. Whatever she just did made it extremely happy. Did you scratch the spot underneath his eye?
Yes, sure, I did.
Oh my! He lays down.
Run!
I've been itching for years. Thank you. You know what? Forget the greener grass. I'm moving. He gets up and he prances. He shakes you up, lets you fall off his face, and he just prances away.
All right. After cleaning myself up and regaining my composure, I walk back over to the group.
Here it goes. What'd you do? Give him a mini orgasm in his head or something?
He
I don't know what
wanted.
you're supposed to do, but damn, it pranced and laid down like it was done, and then ran away.
He had
Was
his.
you
He had
giving
his
your
itch.
hand job?
He had his
Turn it down.
itch under his eye.
Trying to do anything?
It's great. It's great. It's fine. Crossover?
Awesome! Hero's like, well, I hired the right person for the job, so you did all the work, so he hands her a small bag. It's not money, but it's worth it. You'll like it.
Okay. And I peek into the bag, wearily.
It's about a gem about the size of a dice. And it's about this coloration, too.
Okay. Thank you, I think. And
so you're holding this dice in your hand.
Mind you, it looks much bigger.
And there's numbers on it. It goes from 1 to 20. He says, in an emergency, roll that dice.
Okay. What will happen once I roll the dice?
I'm not for sure. Some of them are different. Some of them are good. Some of them are okay. Some are great. Nothing bad.
Well, that doesn't help my confidence level in the dice in this piece of rock.
But it may not always be the greatest thing if it gives it to you. So it's a random chance. In an emergency or when you're bored, roll the dice. See what happens.
Okay.
Cool.
Thank you.
Hero,
Yes.
will we be getting any money or gold for future?
He throws you a small stack of coins.
Oh, thank you.
He says, and now let me. He basically stands up in the chair. He pulls the chair. The chair disappears. He says, "Let me explain them to you all. When I make money, you all will make money. Because right now, as he walks to the center of the field, he drops an orb. Silver, roll me a d20. Everyone else cannot, because you all do not understand shit. It is in one language that no one other than the class can speak.
19.
You succeed in hearing every word for word. It is a 9th level a druid spell. And it is your master could do it. It's called Sanctuary. It basically turns an area into a druidic sanctuary for said animal. And in the name, you hear this chocobo announced quite a bit. You also realize that hero and the druidic language that's being spoken is not from this area, not from in this world. Your master spoke of different planets and the elemental planets. Hero is not from your planet, your realm, your area. He's not. He was not born on this area, in this realm. Hero is actually called a lunar fairy, or a lunar fae, and he is Forgotten Realms.
But Silver won't know that just yet, will she? No. Okay.
All you know is he is an alien to you. You've never seen a species either, a fairy. There is no fairy in you've ever seen that has moth wings. He literally has moth wings. He's a Luna Fae, and they are more powerful at night. When I made him, he was a ranger of slaughter. He was as evil as they could get. Now, he's chaotic neutral. Can't make him evil. You all would like you. Actually, you wouldn't be alive if he was evil. You would all be dead. Because you would use your souls to power his spells. But he's chaotic neutral now, and he's just a standard ranger. So, he doesn't do that anymore. Or at least this version of him doesn't do it anymore. We're going to just pause moment for me. If I bring in a playable character into the game, or if you hear me give a thing a name, a specific name, not just randomly off the top of my head, they're my characters. I've made them. I've spent years dedicating to perfecting their background, their personality, and I'll play them as they're supposed to be played as. So you may find some of my characters to be assholes and self-centered, because so most of them are. Especially my mages. They do not like getting along with other people. Hero did, if it benefited him. even as an evil character. So you're all good. Fax was his actual chocobo in reality that got shrunk down. So Fax thinks he's bigger than he really is. Fax still thinks he's 9 feet tall. So he acts that way.
Okay.
So, as the orb starts chanting, you notice the entire field changes. It's no longer green grass anymore. It's no longer tufts of grass, like wheat kind of grass. It turns into these big, leafy, lettuce-type plants all over the place. And then around the oval-shaped field sprouts up a giant wall. Now, I mean giant. It towers over the deer. And then a glass top starts forming over the top of it, acting as a dome. And then in the middle of it all, a building appears, which my phone is charged enough. I will show you. Now, it is not exactly like it because I don't have a oval-shaped map, but it's the house is the idea. That's really the main point. So, hold on. Can you hear me still?
Yes.
Yes.
Aha! That works. Just a minute. So, as you will walk into this house that I'll show you in a minute, it is a giant door entryway. And there is a hallway to the left, and then there's a hall farther down is an entryway into a bigger room. There is nothing in this house. It is completely empty as you walk in. No tables, nothing. As you walk in, and he makes an immediate right into the big entry room. Inside there is a giant bar-type shop. That's what it is. It's a shop. And there are 4 or 5 cages set up with nothing in them. As you all are analyzing it, he removes some of the cubes and starts putting a cube in each of these cages, and out pops one of the chocobos. There are 4 cages, and inside he puts 1 red, 1 white, 1 yellow, and 1 blue. There we go. Yay! So, if it was light, this would be easier to see, but it's not light, so give me just a second.
And God said, let there be light.
Ah, look at that. Yep. So, look, big entryway. Can you all see just fine?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, nothing. As you walk in, you need a hallway with 2 open rooms. And there are nothing in them. One, because he has nothing. Kitchen. Showroom. And, as you can plainly see, red one, right there in the cage.
Is that the one that you had problems getting into the cage the other day?
He has an entryway of the wall that is oval around the property, and as he steps out on the balcony to look at it, he throws the remaining cubes he has, including Fax's. So, in his thing, he has a total of 2 yellow ones, 2 white ones, 2 black ones, 2 blue ones, 2 red ones. I think that's it. Yellow, blue, yeah. The 3 primary colors, and then black and white. get something like facts, you have to breed the colors together, and it's a very small chance to produce another color. He says, I am wanting to bring in from my region what they call chocobo racing, which are these bad boys, which are now running all over the place. And they seem happy. They're just running together, and they act like, birds. They're happy, they're playing, they're fluttering in the little water that's been made. They're eating the greens that's been out, and they're just mingling. But you notice they start segregating each other. The whites will stay with the whites, the reds will stay with red, but where he put a red, a yellow, a blue, and a white in a cage, you notice the ones that he put out in the field are by themselves. Colors will mingle with each other, or they will breed with each other if it's a last resort, he says. But when they're put to the wild, colors avoid each other. So something like Fax, who's the alpha of the pack, is a very unique chance in the wild. Fax wasn't wild. Fax was bred. Fax is my race chocobo. So he said, any questions you have for me on these magical beasts? You're all new to these, I assume.
They're beautiful.
They are. And they're very intelligent, too. Fax could talk if he wanted to.
That's amazing.
One more level. If I increase his next level is 12, and I get another attribute point with him in the campaign that I was playing with him, I would have increased his intelligence to 6, and he could talk. I didn't, but I could have. But we're not playing that game anymore. So. For good reason, too. We were god characters. Not Hero and Fax weren't together in that game. Fax was with my other character, but we had Ares' rings, and we stole all Ares' rings, and Hercules' gauntlets of giant strength. Yeah, we were killing demigods. We were badass. So, what do you all wanting to do? He says, you're all free from here. He says, you all can walk back to town, whatever you want to do. You are welcome to build a house on this land. It's your choice. And he basically turns around and walks back, and he walks into the room behind the shop, which is his bedroom.
I count the gold in the bag you gave me. Or what's in the bag?
20 silver.
Silver?
Which silver is the currency of the game, so that's quite a bit.
Okay.
I follow him.
He's on the wall. He's counting coins.
I would like to learn from you about the chocobos.
Oh, you follow the master.
Yes.
You follow Hero. He says, what do you want to learn about him?
I'd like to learn everything you know about them.
That's taking a long time. And I already have one apprentice. So you'll have to fight him for the knowledge itself. Not literally fight, but how can I put this? I can't teach both of you at the same time. I can only teach you so much at the same time. A lot of it is hands off. But I can take another apprentice. So
I'm very smart. I can pull my weight around here.
Good. And he looks at Purple Spider Lady, which is now his new name for you, Sam. Purple Spider Lady, what you doing? They're all following me. What are you going to do? Well, they want to learn from me. He wants to make money, and what do you want him to do? Creed is powerful in your court, isn't it, Ken? Creed.
I am not sure what to make of all this.
It is new. Because everything you've ever known is what's been in your world. So this sanctuary feels. How about we put it this way? You personally, let's put you in Africa, in one of their temples. That's what I'm doing to your character right now. Taking you and putting you in something that's so foreign to you, you don't know how to react. Am I correct?
Yes. Silver is very, very conflicted.
Because everything you ever known is true. Because you thought your master was telling you lies. Like most people don't realize there are other planes out there. No one else in the party does. You're the only one that knows. Because of the way this drew, the dialect, the spell used. There's nothing you've ever heard. Because you've never heard an elf speak.
This is very, very new to me. I don't know. I'm still learning all the spells of a druid, and I don't know what to make of the place that you just created here and your so-called chocobos. It seems very unnatural. However,
Don't say the facts. He might get jealous. He doesn't like being insulted. Just call him a chocobo and be done with it and be happy. I'm telling you, he thinks he's bigger than what he really is. And I don't mean to get into long stories. And he's talking to you. He's unique species of his species. I don't even think I think the only reason why he's loyal to me is because I saved his life. But I don't know. But he's unique. And I think I know what you mean. Because I think you know exactly what I am. In a sense. These others don't. And you all don't hear him say that. Only Silver does. And you notice he's not talking to you with his lips, Silver.
I'm glancing to the other three, seeing their reactions.
She's all giddy about being an apprentice, and he's counting, he's like, ooh, silver. Silver. Ooh, piece of silver. Ooh, piece of silver. And I assume Chris, wherever he's at, is out down in the pen of the chocobos, petting the chocobos.
Mm-hmm.
Or trying to.
I'm petting my white one.
In the cage or in the field?
The cage.
Okay. You're not that brave yet.
No. Mine stayed in the cage.
That's when I like you in this field. As you're looking around, he points back and you notice a ring on his fingers glowing. He points to it as he's talking to you.
Okay, I do get a glance down at what he's pointing to.
No, he's holding his hand up. And this is what he points like this as he's talking, as he say, because he noticed you were confused. He says it's a ring of telepathic. I can talk to you through your head and understand your thoughts. Only if you let me. I'm not that strong with it.
Then you understand my hesitations on sticking around. However,
Oh, by the way, you'll like that dice. It's fun.
She's a little smarter than you think.
Huh?
So she's a lot smarter than you think. She ain't gonna use it on a random wheel.
Well, you have 20, he says. 20.
20?
For every roll, it's 20 rolls.
Oh.
It's whatever. There is a chart that I use for this dice, and each number on the dice is something different. One's a wish, one's a sack full of gold. It's just, it's called a chance dice. One is just a noisemaker too. Roll a certain number and it's like a noisemaker. It's like, calls everything in the area to you. It's great. Told you, not bad, just not good at the same time.
I will at least stick around long enough to see what is going on and why you are here.
And to make sure I don't die because deep down she loves me.
Sorry, what? What'd you say?
What, Chris?
He's talking out of his ass.
You want your character to fall in love with him. That's what he said.
Not gonna work.
She barely loves me in real life. What the f*** you talking about?
You don't do cross-species breeding or cross-racial breeding. No stone, there's no half stone, no half stone fan, no half leaf person. It's not happening. So,
Stoned leaf. Pot.
Well, but I told you why I was here. I'm here to bring this species to life. Here, for you all. That's why I'm here. I have no other intention. Other than to produce a new species to this world. And with money. I'm greedy, I can't help it. I like money. I spent most of my fortune getting here. Cost a lot to run a boat that travels across planets.
That is a story for another time. I would love to try and grasp that one.
I'll have to show you. It would be more fun. So, and you all you're petting, Chris is petting one, you're giddy petting one, and he's still counting points. He says, how about this? How about you all scout around the perimeter? I'm paying you all. See what's around in the forest. See if there's anything interesting for us. Besides, they need time to settle down anyway, and a lot of company is not good for them.
Okay.
Okay, sounds good.
Money.
You're like, yes, money. Profits.
You're having fun.
I love it. I love when people have fun. It makes me happy. Fun is great. So you all step out of the big doors of the house that I showed you, and the wall literally attaches from one end to the other, and it encircles the entire field. This wall is huge. Yes, Ken, you can fly to the top of this wall, and you can sit there and look over. And circles are like not 9 inches, 10 inches tall. They're big to most people. They're about the size of a horse to a human kind of thing. So you get to the top of the 9-foot tall wall, and they're pretty small. You see them running through the little grasses and enjoying, because unlike little tufts of grass, these greens are huge. They're normal size for reality. So when you get in there, it's a jungle for them, which is to make them even happier. Because it's like a jungle of food. So they're running around, scurrying, running up a leaf, tearing it up, eating it, and enjoying themselves. Faxes, at least. And Fax is flying, because you're on the outside of the glass dome. That's why there's a glass dome, because Fax can fly. But he's flying around and jumps up, and he clears 8-9 feet in the air, and then glides back down to the ground. He's unique, I told you. He's a unique species. So, you all are walking, and you fly back down, and awesome scene, and you all walk towards what will be the main road to this house. So, the main road, the entryway to this place is south. You're all walking south where the main road will be, and you follow that road south all the way, and it loops kind of like a small elbow, and it loops like this, and it goes right back to town, and you can follow it easily. So it's about 4 miles from the town itself. So he has plenty of space to make his field. So they can run around and be happy, and he can breed them massively, which you all kind of figured out. Also, he doesn't want people to rob him so soon, because he doesn't, in fact, start killing people. Because remember, a unique species is rare. People are going to try to steal it when he starts selling it and realizing they're better than horses or cattle or just everything. So you're all at the southern entrance of this clearing. That was a clearing. Now it's a wall around it. Which way are you going to go? What are you all going to do? From here, it's up to you. Are you going to scout the area? Are you going back to town? What do you all want to do?
I'm going to scout.
You're a group. Talk amongst each other. Don't look at me.
I'm looking at everybody. I'm going to scout.
I'm going to scout the area, see what I can find.
Huh?
I'm gonna-
Look around?
Yeah.
Okay. So you all decide to look around. Which direction?
I am going to walk, like, around, I guess you'd say.
Are you going to walk together or separate?
He's already said that he'll come with me. We could split
I
up.
know.
Or we could do
Remember,
together.
I'm gonna step in and put my foot down. Remember, Boggin are in this area. You've all fought them before,
Mm-hmm.
Chris. So be careful about splitting up, because 2 is easier to kill than 4. Especially when 2 of them are healers, and one of them is a beat stick, and the other one can shoot a bow really good. Scout. So keep that in mind before you all make a decision of splitting up. Like I said, I'm going to try, like I said, I'm going to intervene a few times, and then we'll slowly stop doing that. Because at that point in time, I'm going to let you all start learning to be veteran players. And I'll just kill you off as you all do stupid things. Like split up.
How well do you guys know this area?
We've been around a couple times.
Sorry, we were real life discussing.
I think.
Is it something I should know about, or is it something I should keep my nose out of?
No. I think. Well, and honestly, I think Silver's gonna probably go back to town. Kids are getting up in 6 hours, so I'm gonna have to get some sleep.
Alright.
I'm staying up.
Hey, instead of heading back to town, why don't you just head back to turn around and go in the house and set up he said you can make a bed in the other room for now.
Alright, then she's gonna make herself a little corner and try and get some shut-eye while she's trying to process everything.
Okay. She is sitting, processing in a new sanctuary. It's okay. It's not evil or any means. It's actually very lovely. Because Elvin is spoken very lovely. So you're very relaxed by it. That's what scares you.
Scary guy.
Are you heading off too, Chris?
No, I'm up.
he's-
I'm good.
He gets to sleep in the morning. He let me sleep in today because it's my birthday, so he's sleeping in tomorrow.
Because I haven't got
Relax.
to for weeks.
Me and Dee tried that this morning, and Quinn got up at 5 o'clock in the morning, and I was laying in bed while she was trying to sleep. Quinn was laying on the couch watching a cartoon. And I got in trouble for doing that because I was laying down with her. So then she went back to bed, and it was just a mess. She had a good morning, then her parents, and she had a very stressful day.
You missed it. My son woke me up nicely this morning. My arm was dangling off the bed asleep. No smacking in the head. My arm was dangling off my side of the bed, right? And he just gently, I'm going to use Silver's arm here. He gently goes and shakes me. And I wake up and I look at him all groggy-eyed. You know how you are when you first get woke up in the morning. He grabs his butt and he goes poo-poo. So I have to come down and change his butt.
Alright. Well, good night,
Nice,
everyone. I'm going to bed. I'm.
She's going to bed.
Yes, I'm going to bed. Kids get up in 6 hours.
5 hours and 49 minutes.
Happy birthday.
Thanks.
Actually, her birthday ended 11 minutes ago.
Yeah,
Not here.
I'm here.
Well, technically they're right, not there. They're still what? It's like a lesson for you all.
Here.
Yay! Friends from different time zones.
I know. we have 3 different time zones. That's weird.
About an hour difference between each of us.
Yep.
Yes. And y'all.
Unfortunately, I'm one at the latest hour here.
Yep.
We time travel. We're all here at the same time, but we're time traveling.
See,
I love
time
you,
travel
sweet
is possible.
I love you, sweet
I wish I knew what I was doing 5 minutes from now. Okay, so Chris and stuff ain't playing. Get in the camera. There we go. Yeah, I can see you now. No more anti-visual. So, which direction are you going to scout in?
I'm not dying. I'm following them. I'm playing it smart.
Good idea. Which direction are you all scouting in?
What kind of... So, we're protecting Hero, but what or who from?
The Boggins.
Boggins.
Okay. He told me about those.
They're really gross. They touch things, and the things that they touch die.
Oh.
Let's use out-of-game knowledge here. They're goblins that are pretty much dead.
Okay.
Zombies.
They're not zombies because they're still alive, but they have what they call death touch, and they pretty much cause rot. You can't be affected by it unless they kill you, and then your body would just decay. It doesn't actually kill you. It causes decay on plant and decomposing matter.
Oh, great. So
Explanation, they're goblins. Just smaller, nastier, and they smell, and they're black.
it'd be probably fun. So you can find them anywhere in the forest here?
They're everywhere.
Both times I've gone into the forest, I've encountered them.
What kind of weapon do you have? New
I
person.
have a short bow.
Okay.
It's probably on my back or something. I guess I have wings
Yeah.
there.
I was just making sure.
Just have, remember, you have kind of like dragonfly wings too. So you have
Yeah.
too small, and you can instead of flying you can gracefully maneuver, quick gestures like dragonflies can.
Mm-hmm.
So you can move very quickly, very fast when you're flying.
Right.
You move, I think, 60 feet. Reality, it's not that far, but we're just using standard game speed, so you can move pretty fast. Chris, you're at 30, I think, and Silver, you're at Silver's at 30, and Jump, you're at 30, I believe, too.
Okay. I should write that down.
Yep. But honestly, the only one that can fly is and the Pixen who walked away. Which, to Chris, she is a Pixen.
Yeah.
Annoying, bratty, and Pixen.
Pretty much.
So, which direction? I'm waiting on you all still.
Side?
Okay.
Why don't we just walk around here and start off and work our way around the back?
Left or right? Which direction?
Left.
Left. Okay.
We're going clockwise. Great, awesome. So you're going clockwise around the altar. So it's going to take you quite a while because it's pretty decently sized so you can walk around. Now remember, you are walking in a redwood forest. So these trees are massive. In reality, to you all, they're
One
mansions.
is like a mile to us.
No, they're not that big, but they're huge. You walk around them, and you're walking in like a piney redwood style grassy grove or forest floor. There's not a lot of small vegetation, but some bushes. But there's a lot of, I don't know. If you ever looked at a picture of a redwood forest, it's just a lot of that. It looks kind of like mulchy kind of look to it. Let's see. Whoop. Ah, I got it. You don't hear or see anything out of the ordinary as you're making your, like, let's say, let's use the actual clock. You're about 9 o'clock on the from 6 to 9, not actual time, but where you're at around the oval.
Right.
And you really didn't see much the normal out of the ordinary. You see squirrels, which are bigger than you, bunnies. You see normal critters of the forest. Raccoons, and they're going about they ignore you for the most part. They really don't pay no mind to you. You could walk on top of them, and normally they don't pay mind to you. A few of them will, but most of them don't. You see a field mice scurry across, and as it does, a hawk comes down and sweeps it out of the way, and eats it as it's flying away. Normal forest life. But you do start smelling something unique. To you, Ken, especially, because you've never smelled it before. Chump and Chris, you have smelled it before.
Multiple times.
Roll me a d20.
Who?
Both of you.
Okay.
Ken does not.
Oh.
You can sit this one out.
I got a 4.
You don't die yet. Huh?
I got a 4.
Oh, shit. You do not remember what the smell is, though.
What am I adding to it?
Wisdom.
19.
I know what his wisdom bonus is, so he doesn't. You know what the smell is? It's bogging. Instantly. You're like, rot. God damn it. But it's not fresh. Like, it's lingering. Like they were here, kind of thing.
Could it be the bodies that we killed last time around?
No.
Okay.
It's a strange smell.
I think there were boggins here.
Your
It
luck is
doesn't.
priceless.
I don't think that they're still here though.
I guess we have to be careful.
Mhm.
I'm guessing. I've never
Yeah.
dealt
Yes.
with it.
Yes. Yes. We proceed with caution.
Yeah, there you go. What also I would suggest doing as a veteran player is looking for clues. So what I would ask, if they're in the area, can I search? Maybe I can find where they were sitting, or
Maybe they
because there's signs. Because everything they touch will turn to rot or start rotting away in certain spots.
I think I'm gonna fly up and see if I can see anything from above.
Okay. Roll me a spot roll me a spot and roll me a concentration check. Chris, what are you doing?
I am looking to my left and right around to see if I see any branches or anything.
Roll me a spot.
20, right?
Yep. Add your wisdom.
15
Jump.
plus 3, 18.
I'm going to search the area.
Roll me a d20. So what were you searching for? Just like anything out of the ordinary or rotten branches?
Rotting branches just to see what way they might have went to follow a trail.
What'd you get, Ken?
I got a 24 spot. First spot.
Fantastic. What did you get for your constitution?
17.
You're fine. Jump.
What am I adding to this again?
It's a spot or search. Or it's survival if it's over higher. If not, just add your wisdom if you don't want to look for it.
So 7. 20. for you too.
Something chewed on this.
I wonder what.
Wasn't me, I swear.
Don't let him lie.
It
It was
looks
all
like
him.
bitty puppy marks.
Puppy?
Anything puppy.
Okay. Because I did have that rabbit.
Oh, was it the rabbit?
I don't know. I don't know
Well,
what
that,
happened.
that does not look like rabbit teeth. That looks like little puncture marks.
Okay. Like the feet. We could go with a puppy.
Yeah, we had a puppy at one point in time.
We just had the little itty bitty teeth.
Yep.
So, from the aerial view, redwood tree, you are here. This is like a big bush, and the rot is somewhere in this area here.
Okay.
Does that help?
Yep.
That's comparison how big the redwoods are compared to you.
So we could build a house if we seen a redwood cut down. We could actually build a house on it.
You know, if you cut down a redwood,
If we've seen one
find an
already
entire-
cut down.
If you found one cut down, you could dig a hole in it. You could make a house inside this redwood too if you're a wood carver. Not hard. Or a druid. Work wood.
Or someone who practices alchemy and makes things go boom.
If you cut one of these redwood trees down, you would supply you could build a small town with it.
Nice. Don't give me any ideas. Hey.
Yes, but you have to cut this thing down. And in reality, it's 30 feet in diameter. So yeah, good luck.
Where there's a will, there's
Okay.
a way.
5 years later, he's still cutting the tree.
So we all kind of find the same thing?
Yep. In all different manners. You find it from above. Chris sees it from what he's doing, and she actually stumbles upon it.
Mm. No?
They were there. It looks like a small camp, and it was freshly done. Like probably in the last 15, maybe 20 minutes.
Oh.
They're close.
And if you roll a survival check, which I know you have, where you're a scout, you might be able to track them.
Oh. 7.
Add your survival bonus.
Yeah, I did.
What's your roll?
I rolled a 5.
You rolled a 5 and added 2.
Yeah.
Was it survival wisdom? What's your wisdom bonus? Do you have any?
It's a +2.
That's probably where you're getting it from. Or do you have survival ranks?
I don't have any survival ranks.
Oh. Don't you're like. Jesus, smells horrible. The smell is hemorrhaging your senses.
Yeah, I don't know how to track these yet, I guess. Or something.
You're not used to the smell. I'll tell you, the smell. Let's see, the best way I can describe it. Moldy bread with a bit of a rotting skunk smell.
Ugh.
So penicillin mixed with skunk, and then rotting at the same time. So you have that decay lingering with a skunky smell, and then moldy bread. So picture all those all at once in your nostril, then just figure out why you can't track it.
I can try tracking it.
You can try, roll survival.
22.
They are heading towards the wall. So, I've never seen something that massive appear in mere hours.
Alright, I guess let's go.
It's like Lord of the Rings all over again. Hunting the Mirakai. We will find the hobbits.
We're taking the hobbits to Isengard. Isengard.
I have to watch that too now. I'm actually playing the newest Lord of the Rings franchise, Shadow of War. I'm loving every minute of it. Okay, I'm done. I can breathe now. We're good. So, are you all going to go in a dead run? You are going to walk? What are we doing? You're going after them, but how?
I'm excited. My stone ass is running.
So
Well,
you're
jogging. Jogging.
You're
Cautiously jogging.
a dog. Okay, we rephrase that. Because I was going to go, yay, dead run. You're tired when you get there. Awesome. Jog. Okay. So, you two are standing there, and he goes, oh, flailing as he's going. It's like riding a horse.
I'm excited to use my new toy,
Which one?
the comma.
Oh, so flail and comb in the other hand, flailing away, you're like, yeah, jogging. Like, what the fuck is he doing? What are you two doing?
I'm trying to remember, can I fly indefinitely, or...
You can fly in short bursts.
Okay.
Because you fly so fast, you tire yourself out. But in all reality, it's your constitution. So whatever your constitution is how many rounds you can fly.
Oh, okay, right.
Plus your level. So you're level 1 plus your constitution modifier, 3 rounds. So, what, you're plus 1?
Yes.
So 2 rounds in battle. Out of battle, you can fly 20 minutes before you take a break. So remember, rounds in battle are 30 seconds. Rounds outside of battle are 10 minutes.
So shoot, I guess we better go after him.
Well, I think we'll go faster than So I'm just gonna try to be like...
Hold on. Is that a fat joke towards the stone dude?
What?
Is that a fat joke towards the stone dude?
Yes. But you didn't hear it. Flailing your comb as you're running. I'm coming after you. And, in definition, barbarian. And he's playing it right, because that's what they would have done. Flailing as they go. I just added the emphasis on his arm movements. Goofy as hell. That's what it is.
Yeah, it's about right.
So, take off at a small jog, and you eventually catch up to him, flailing his arms. Ken, what are you doing? You're going to fly, or are you going to run?
I'll run.
You catch up to him, and
You're going to overtake both of us.
yeah, you pretty much do. Remember, only 60 when you're flying. So you burst into flight, you catch up in no time at all. If you're running, you move 30, so you run the same speed she does. So you burst into the flight, and you're caught up, and you're like, and you start jogging beside him. What took you so long? And you all cut the time. They were 15 to 20 minutes ahead of you. Now they're 3 minutes ahead of you because you can see them. And there's 5 of them. And they're a small pack, and they look pretty armed to combat, and they're heading towards the wall. They're just slowly walking in a military march.
The Mexicans.
Huh?
Nothing. Sorry. Made a Trump joke.
So, you all have the initiative. initiative. You all get to go first because they still don't know you're there unless idiot screams, and then they'll know you're there.
I'm not screaming.
Well, that's surprise. Go on.
I'm
Scout
not screaming.
runs that way. Water Fay runs that way, and he's by himself. Because if I was you, in your boat, if you screamed, I would have done the same thing. What are you doing? I'm running that way. Other way.
At this point in time, since I have that only 3 minutes ahead of us, I'm quietly tiptoeing through the tulips.
The tulips don't exist. Okay, fantastic. So you quietly tiptoe. So you slow down and...
Pretty much.
I can do another group here. Hold on. I got this. I have the theme.
Oh, dear Jesus.
Hold on.
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
Okay, that was me being stupid for 5 minutes. I'm done now. Was that about right?
Pretty much.
On the head?
Yeah.
Oh, back there doing that thing.
I would have put my hips into it a little more.
Good question, yes?
How does the spell obscuring mist work? Like,
Okay, let's do this. Imagine a heavy morning fog.
right.
Obscuring mist.
Like, would that give us an advantage if I were to cast something like that? Like, would that even reach them?
Yeah, you can cast it on them. They're close enough. 3 minutes in reality, okay? 3 minutes is really not that far away.
Okay.
You can reach them. I would wait until you're closer, yes. That way because right now, they're 3 minutes away. You still have a good, if you ran, you still couldn't attack them yet. So you would lose your elements of surprise right this second. But when you can actually make an attack, then use it, then you get the element of surprise. But remember, what you're scared is all you can see, but no one else can.
Okay, yeah. That's what I was curious about that. Okay.
I think what I want to try to do is I'm kind of assuming that I can, like, I'm assuming there's no like low-hanging branches, but I'm assuming I can kind of like grab the trunk and like hang on of the trees.
Yeah, you can fly up and hang onto the tree.
Yeah, so I'm gonna take off.
They're like huge. So yeah, you grab on and hang on just fine. You can actually lock your feet in and chill out there.
Yeah, so I'm gonna like just kind of like fly from tree to tree, kind of staying above them.
Until combat starts, you probably can hover above their head for 20 minutes and be fine. But then you're giving yourself away because you still have that dragonfly sound here when you fly.
Oh, okay.
So keep that in mind. You can. When I say short burst, I don't mean like 2 seconds you're done. In combat, it's like that because you're fighting. But when you're flying casually, 20 minutes you're fine. I'll tell you if you need to rest. But you can burst between tree and tree just fine.
Okay.
There's only a tree between you and them. A tree's distance. Mm-hmm. You're not that far away. Like I said, a run, you'll be on top of them, just not attacking top of them. Because they're walking. They're just casually walking up the wall. They're here.
Fly up into the tree that's by them.
Yeah, you're on top of it. Yeah. Here. actually. Yeah. So the big tree that you all saw earlier, you passed,
Mm-hmm.
and you are hold on. Let me get caught up here. Okay. So this tree here is this tree here.
Okay.
Okay. So you are here. They are here. This is the tree you're on.
Okay.
So you're underneath. You just fly up and grip it. Where you're standing, you can actually fly and shoot them if you want to.
Mm-hmm.
But remember, you would give yourself away. And for you to get your skirmish ability, you have to move 10 feet.
Right.
Which in reality is 10 inches to you. But I'll just say I move 10 feet, and I will do the calculations for you all.
Okay.
Okay, so what are y'all gonna do?
I'm gonna sneak up to them.
I'm still
Okay.
sneaking
You're still tiptoeing, Chris?
at a faster pace, a little faster pace, but yeah.
Okay.
Putting some
And you're
sass into it.
above their head. So I'm gonna go ahead and progress a little time. You all managed to put a minute between you all. Which, in that minute, if you do a full run, you can make an attack at the same time. You were that close. Ken, you are above their heads in the tree. Like, if you fell, you would hit them.
Okay.
But you're a good distance above their heads.
Mm-hmm.
So, what are y'all gonna do?
Me, am going to do what I do best. We're a minute away. I'm going to run full force and take my comma and try to trip the motherfuckers.
Now remember, to you, it's an exotic weapon. You've never used anything like this before. So you will take a minus to your roll when you attack.
Okay.
Roll me your d20.
I was enjoying the fresh air for
What did you, you're so loud or something? Or is it the boggin's fault?
18.
Yep. Yeah. Because you would minus 3 plus your dexterity. You get a minus 3
30.
there.
That would
6.
put me at 12.
Well, yeah, you managed to succeed barely, but you tripped the very last one. You trip. He's down. There's four more, and 1, 2, 3. Oh, awesome! Just enough d20s for all 4 of them. He sees you or hears you. That one doesn't hear shit. He's the leader. That one sees and hears you. That one sees and hears you. And the one on the ground is stunned. For 3 rounds.
Nice.
He rolled a 1.
Nice.
When he fell, he hit a rock on his head. You stunned him.
Okay.
You two? So,
I would like
to cast Bane as I'm walking up to them.
Okay. Hold on 1 second. Okay. Now, here's how it is. The leader does not notice. The three behind the leader turn around immediately. This is what you see, Ken. To him.
So everyone, or the three but the leader?
The leader itself does not know what happened. The three behind him does, and the caboose of this train is on the ground, knocked out.
Alright, I'm gonna take the one closest to the one that fell. I'm gonna fly 10 feet and I'm gonna shoot him.
So you fly. You're gonna fly in the air and make a pop shot. Okay.
He's playing Cupid.
Huh?
He's playing Cupid.
Playing Cupid.
Yeah.
Yep. Who's gonna die today? Who's gonna die today? You're dead.
I shot.
Remember, add your dexterity to it because it's a dexterity based.
Yeah, so it's it'd be like basic attack bonus plus dexterity.
Yep.
Alright.
Which I think you have a high dexterity, don't you?
Yes. So plus 4.
What is your dex?
19.
Oh yeah, you're pretty good up there.
Alright, so I got 16.
You hit because he's still caught flat-footed with you. So 1d6 plus 1d6, right? Short bow's a d6 plus
Yes.
your d6 for skirmish, and then add your dex modifier, so 4 to it for your damage.
Yeah.
I need to pick feet.
Uh-huh. That's a nice one. Anyways, 7, that'd be 11.
You fly up and you shoot it, and as you do, it goes into the top of its head, and all of a sudden it just crumbles to the ground.
Nice.
First, you're like, ah! It falls that one of them falls to the ground dead. With an arrow, antenna. If it was my choice, if I was you, I would either start towards mounted archery, or go point blank.
Me?
Yeah, for a feat. Then next I'll get far shot. You're a scout, dude. Your bow is going to be your best friend.
Mm-hmm.
Or anything ranged. Or precise shot, which is even better. No melee, no negative full penalties of shooting into combat. Yeah, that'd be great. Alright, Chris.
Okay.
Hold on 1 second. Everyone roll me an initiative. Add your deck to it, Chris. Which we know you're lacking in that.
Oh.
9.
I rolled a 1.
Holy shit, Ken! You failed. You're like, Buzz. Yeah. Yeah, I'm stuck to a tree. Shit!
I got an 8.
So excited. What?
I got an 8.
I flew into a falling leaf or something. I don't know.
Yeah, pretty much. Go to a falling leaf. I like it. Falling leaf. 1. Got a 6. Falling 2. Got a 9. Bogger unconscious. Got a 5.
But he's unconscious for 2 more rounds.
initiative for him. And leader got a 14. So leader goes first. Leader has what kind of weapon? Leader has a bat.
Sorry.
Leader doesn't do shit. Alright. Chris, your turn.
Okay. I am going to, seeing how Elvish dude took the attention off of me for being me, I am going to take the unconscious Balgan and try to smash
Oh no,
it.
there's still 2 on you. Just to let you know, there's still 2 on top of you.
Okay.
He only killed 1. And they're still focused on you.
Oh.
The other guy's like...
I figured that would have kind of taken the attention, you know?
No. They have no care about that. You're their target.
Oh, okay. So are they on one on each side or side by side or what?
Kind of like 12 and 2 o'clock to you. So one straight in front, one about right adjacent to it.
Oh, okay. I'm going.
The one that was on the third was more of like 10 o'clock to you.
Oh, okay. So I'm going to try a combo here. I want to knock. I'm going to charge towards 2 o'clock and try to trip him and take him down. And
Okay.
you want me to do a 2-part thing here?
You're not strong enough to try to do 2, and you're not proficient with a weapon to even perform it. So I'm going to tell you now.
Oh, I was going to take my flail and just smack the other one.
That you can do, but you're probably going to fail because you'll take -10 to attack the other one.
Oh. Okay.
Because 1, your main hand is using the comma. 2, you're focused on doing this motion here and trying to do this motion at the same time. Which you've never done before.
True.
Remember, I don't say you can't do it, but you gotta put a little bit of reality into something like this. You're performing a tripping action with a weapon you've never used before, but one time just now.
Mm-hmm.
And you're trying to do this motion at the same time.
Oh no, I'm pulling it back like this and kind of like uppercut.
Well, wrong hand, because you're doing it this hand. Because your main hand is doing the tripping action.
Where ya? So that would look kind of
So, -10, my friend. Go ahead, you can try. Get a crit, you will succeed. Get a 1 and...
I'm just going to do it to see what the fuck happens.
Let's go
Period.
Ahead.
20.
Comma first, -6.
20 minus 6. 14.
So you got to not crit with a comma?
Yeah.
So the comma, you break his leg.
Okay.
The flail.
Roll again.
Roll it again for your flail attack.
2.
Nope. You went crack. Shit, I missed. You missed. Like, Ken, you hit the leap and you look back and all you see is him just swinging his flail like this. Jump. You come this close to getting hit in the head with the flail.
Sorry.
He doesn't realize it. You're like, whoa. Shit. Dangerous flails. And Jump, it is your turn.
Who's the closest hostile to me?
Knocked unconscious or
Broken
12
leg.
o'clock, which is still between you and Chris.
I'll attack 12 o'clock with my quarterstaff.
So you move around and whack. Because you still got to run around the big guy, but you still can hit him. You're close enough. All right, don't break it this time.
I got a 19.
You hit. Roll your damage for it.
1d6. 6.
Nice. Non-lethal. He is knocked out. You just crack, and it just falls over.
Yeah.
One broken leg, one knocked unconscious. Now the leader is still not doing shit, but now it's your turn, Ken.
Woohoo.
You're covered with the fallen leaf. It's all good. Big bump, that's all. Just putting you dead last.
I think I want to fly like about 20 of our feet in front of the leader.
Okay, you can manage it in one attack. You
And then I want to shoot the leader.
Okay. Shoot him in the face. Well, don't actually shoot him in the face. Just shoot him wherever. I don't give a shit.
Shoot him in the fist.
All right. 22.
Nice.
You hit. Contact. How much damage? And you skirmish as well.
Oh, 6.
For the skirmish?
Yeah. I rolled a...
A 1? Yay! You...
Two
Well,
ones.
the great news is you killed it. So your bare minimum damage will kill it. It's okay. And it has this... It has this face on it. It goes... As it falls down. So now you have a broken leg who's screaming in pain, one that is now waking up behind you, Jump, and it's Chris's turn.
Okay. Jump is next to me, so I'm would have to go around her to get to the one waking up. That's the
You just
only
gotta
one.
turn around.
Huh?
You just gotta turn around.
Oh.
She is your 9 o'clock. She gotta step around and hit hit the noon.
Okay. Okay. So it's getting up. I hear it wrestling up off. We can hear you.
Sorry, baby was waking up.
Oh.
I go check on her. She fell off the couch.
No.
It's alright. She fell on the dog, so he cushioned the landing. So he came running in here while she was crying on the floor.
So
What are you gonna do?
I hear the ball getting wrestling, getting up off the ground, wondering what the fuck was happening. I toss my comma down to the side and take my flail and put it in my right hand. And I like the sound effects. That's why I paused. Thank you.
The Witch King. Bam!
But I want to uppercut this bitch with it, just to watch it fly. I want it to make it. I want it to seem like when it's dying, that it's turning into a dragonfly and flying through the air.
Wait. Ken, roll me a d20 in just a second. Hold on. Roll me an attack. Let's see if he actually makes contact first.
18.
Okay, plus your strength is a 23. Yeah, you hit. You make contact. Roll me your damage.
E6, here we go.
I think I know what I'm rolling. Maybe.
5.
How much?
5.
Okay. What do you think you're rolling?
Reflex save?
Yeah.
11.
You succeed as the head of the boggin flies past you. He popped the head off. 96% target head. That's what you had set flying through the air. Does that make you feel better?
Yes. Fatality.
Flawless victory. Now the one with the broken leg is screaming even more now. And no,
Hold
it's
on.
your turn.
Hold on. Jump. You know magic.
I do know magic.
Can you cast fire?
I
Can you? You know magic. Magic you do. Magic you good. Ooh, that's barbarian.
I can cast inflicts light wounds.
Okay. So, in all
well,
honesty, a low-level cleric doesn't have very many attack spells. Most of hers are supportive or beneficial.
Okay.
Well, she can act. You can cast up to 4th level. But remember, magical fatigue takes effect if you cast 2nd, 3rd, or 4th. So you won't. Yeah, there's not a lot of. Yeah, clerics don't get many attack spells
And, like, turn undead wouldn't work with these.
because they're not undead. They're still living.
They're still living. Cool.
Yeah, that's about.
Are considered rot to the people. They rot. As you notice, where they're falling, even their blood is making the ground itself like the leaves that are on the ground are decaying faster than the blood.
Oh, that reminds me. I got a Bud Light.
There occurs these things called hasten decay. It is a bile spell.
No.
That's just me making a joke.
What joke are you making?
I said I don't have to cause fear.
I don't know. You may not be afraid. Let's find out, actually.
Think, Mash.
Well, you don't
Cheers.
have to be afraid of me. I'll just hit
Oh,
him.
I was saying cheers.
Ooh, yeah.
I know, I was cheering you back. You just hit him, okay, you just hit him. Ooh,
Right.
Canadian dry.
Yeah.
I'm jealous of that, actually.
Well, it's just water.
Club
Is it
soda.
Canadian dried water? It's club soda.
Yeah.
Canadian dry's the shit, though.
Yeah, I love this stuff.
I love cranberry ginger ale. It's the best. Dude, we should get like sponsors from Canada Dry because we're just like shouting their name out. Yes.
Hey,
Well, I
Mash.
wish I had a mojito right now.
Oh.
I could join everybody.
I will pay you to mail me some L8.
Hey, me?
Yeah, we can.
Okay.
Yes.
Once I get my financials.
That's what I'm saying.
straightened
I'm
out-
not saying anytime soon. I miss L8. I haven't had any since October.
And you can sit down and have a sit down D&D session. And you can have it then. Or you want it sooner than that?
I want it sooner than that.
Okay.
We could try to figure out the recipe.
Maybe.
That's so close we're gonna get to AL8 here.
Max can mail you some.
I don't know if we'd make it there safely.
I have no idea.
Bubble
AL8?
wrap
To Canada?
and peanuts.
Yeah, probably.
It would probably get Josh quite a bit.
Individual bottle. Like maybe each individual bottle, they're serving down to packing peanuts.
Yeah.
That's expensive for just trying to send LA.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Off topic, back to game now.
Sorry.
I'm hitting him.
I heard that. Roll.
I forgot. 11.
If you hit, I guess that's why I'm in the DM, right? Because I don't forget.
3. No, 3 plus
Strength.
what's that now? Because that went up.
It's a 1, right?
Yeah. So does that change anything?
Yeah, you just
What was it? What
That's
was
just the attack
Oh,
there.
okay, so 3. Or 4.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
3 or 4.
You add your strength bonus. What's your strength?
Not my strength, my base attack bonus went up.
That's only for your initial attack when you roll a d20.
Okay.
Damage it. So
Then 3.
you did 3 damage. You
Yeah.
killed it because it was already dying anyway. So as you're looking around, you still have one unconscious. The one you hit originally is still unconscious. And you're now, Ken, your character's now tired.
Your character's a
There's
pirate.
been 2 rounds flying in combat.
Okay.
Oh.
So I'll let you know. You're not a problem. So you land safely. You're like, okay. And it is your turn, actually.
Oh, he's unconscious?
Yeah, the one she hit, 12 o'clock is unconscious.
I kind of like walk over to where everyone else, or I kind of move towards where everyone else is, and then
You're already there. You landed
Oh.
next to them
okay,
after dodging the head.
it's like gonna say to the other two, it's what should we do with him?
Kill him?
I heard dice. Anyways,
Nice. Nice. What does it make you afraid? Do you think I'm gonna kill you? Maybe. We'll see. Next session, though. Next session. We'll see.
No one dies the first session.
pardon?
No one dies the first session.
Oh,
It's your first. They may die. You're safe.
Probably you're lucky.
hmm
I didn't know that.
Next session. It goes bye-bye. Too bad Fax isn't here. Fax would just kill him already. That Chocobo turned someone to pudding
Yes.
last because it smacked him.
Well, I turn to our barbarian and I say, "Do you want the otters?"
Sure.
What are you gonna do to him? You don't have to roll an attack. You don't because he's unconscious.
Thinking.
So at this point in time, I'm gonna give you two rules. There's called taking a 10 and there's called taking a 20.
hmm
Okay.
Taking a 10 is as if you rolled a 10 on your dice,
Mhm.
which means you'll succeed. It just takes longer. If you take a 20, it's as if you roll a 20 on your dice. It takes longer to do, but you focus on it to do it. But it doesn't count as if you rolled a 20.
Okay.
Because in my rules, if you roll a nat crit, you get bonuses for it. But if you just take the 20, you don't get any bonuses.
Well, I want to save my arrows,
Okay.
Yeah.
so I'm going to watch.
But by the way, you notice the one that has the antenna? The arrow itself, where it's made of wood, is rotting.
So
Curse of what?
I'm just going to, so he can save his arrows. I'm going to be nice. Seeing how he's knocked out, I'm just going to take my flail, hold it in both hands, pull it up over my shoulder behind me, and slam it down on his head. Yep. And everything around it dies.
You just see splatter and all the leaves start.
What was that one dude's name that always came on Comedy Central? And he had the mallet and he smashed pumpkins.
Gallagher.
Yes. him.
Gallagher.
We had a
In the words
Gallagher
of
moment.
Gallagher, don't smoke dope when you're stoned. You don't get any higher, just lower on dope.
Yep. I miss him.
Where do you think I learned the saying from? By the way, Jump, your castle's been ported out.
My what?
Your castle.
Castle in North Pole has been ported out.
16 days.
Newcastle.
Oh,
You don't love us anymore.
that's not true.
It's been over 2 weeks.
You made her cry, Chris. Bad boy.
I'm not crying.
She admits
I'm
that
still
she
getting
hates us.
messages, aren't I? Maybe
No.
not.
You've done it from Wii Gamers, but you haven't been on Lord's Mobile.
No, I mean, have I been kicked from the game?
No, your castle just relocated because it's been so many days.
It's been 16, 17 days now.
Oh. Well, I guess I should log on.
Probably. So, what do you have bodies here? What are you doing with bodies?
I am going to leave the bodies, but I'm going to pilfer through and see what I can find.
Alright. We're gonna search.
While drinking
We're
the
gonna
beer
find-
that I got from the tavern.
Okay. So we're gonna search for the bodies. Who's searching? Everyone and one person, all of them?
Everybody.
Roll me a d1. 5 bodies.
13.
And we're gonna do what we did. Huh?
13.
Okay. Oop, excuse me.
Oh.
Oh, I'm rolling a d20 with that.
Yeah, it would be useful.
Oh, I got a 4.
Whatever she's smoking, I want some tonight.
Did you add your search?
7.
So while Mash is thinking, I'm going to do a shameless plug for Axe Tech. The dice I'm using is absolutely amazing.
Sell out.
They pretty.
Ooh.
They're like, you gotta describe them. You can't see that.
Mine are red and gold,
Like,
and they glow in the dark.
like a solid
You can
red
find them on Amazon.
rim.
Mine are sparkly.
Hey,
Ooh.
Chris, put like a picture of the dice that I gathered up with the bag.
Alright.
To fill into this section.
Let's not get into a dice pissing. I have like 3 pounds worth of dice. So, Ken, roll me a percentile, please. Chris, roll me a percentile, please. What? 65?
84.
65.
Jump, roll me a percentile, please.
Yep. Is that
What?
right? Or is that a 10?
1 plus 0, 0.
Oh, no, never mind.
10%?
No, 1%.
Holy shit, 1%. Awesome. I love 1%. That's so rare. It makes it easy. It makes it even better than 100. No, seriously, I do. Okay. So there wasn't much on these 5. There really wasn't. Aside from their weapons. One had a crossbow. One had a short sword. One had a basic set of hunting knives, 2 of them. And I mean they're as basic as they can get. They're like a rock tied to a freaking stick. Swing rock. A short spear. And it looks like it looks like a knife, but it has like a gun-style handle. A finger blade. No, it's not a finger blade. Fuck, what is it called? Here, we'll just draw it. Make it easier.
Like a throwing knife?
It's
No.
like a gun knife. It's
Bayonet?
bayonet.
I wouldn't call it a bayonet either, but
Like a handgun bayonet.
it looks like that.
A kukri.
No. Because it looks like, in reality, there's a specific name, I can't remember what it's called, but you hold it like a gun, and you slash like this. It's not
Okay.
a curved blade. It's just a handle. It looks like a gun handle.
Oh, okay.
If I remember the name, I'll say it. I just don't remember the name. It's an Oriental weapon,
Okay.
if I remember correctly.
So who wants what?
Secondly, 65% is Ken. Which will give that to Jump. Because you have no use for that. You'll find out in just a second why you have no use for it. Because one of these little boogers was a spellcaster. And you caught him before he got a chance to cast any spells. There we go. And we're going to Divine. Alright. Jump, roll me a percentile, please.
A new one?
Yeah.
$97?
Okay, roll it again.
Two. I'm getting very confused.
Okay, Divine Scroll of Deeper Darkness.
A what?
A Divine Scroll of Deeper Darkness. Right here. Alright. Chris, you got 85. Chris, reroll yours.
$19.
And that works. Roll me another one, Chris.
39.
39.
Yep.
Hold on 1 second. I can't tell you what it is because no one in the party knows. But I'll read you the description if I have a coloration of it in just a second. It is an oil, to be precise.
Getting kinky.
Let me see if I can.
Shut up.
Yeah, look it up. And I'll look it up. See. And last but not least, Ken, roll me a percentile.
I need to tell you something after. No. After. Like this series after.
85.
Okay, roll me another one.
Uh, 98.
Damn, you like those high numbers, don't you? Okay, roll me one more time.
2.
87.
Okay, works for me. In a pouch, you find a chain lightweight shirt. A chain link shirt.
Chainmail.
It is a +1 armor. So it is a magical +1. It was too small for the Boggin to wear that was bigger than you. Where you're smaller, it fits you perfectly. That's why the 1% was good. 1% is armor. And the reason why he didn't roll the first time, because he got a shield plus, and I can't give him a shield plus because he can't use a shield. And your first 85 was a 1, Chris. You can't use a 1, so I helped you out by letting you reroll.
That works. So what's the oil?
You don't know, but in a minute I'll tell you what color it is as soon as I read the description of it first, so that I know. You have to find someone that can identify it, and no one in your party can.
Okay.
You have no arcane users. Downside of having all divine. Actually, you do have someone in your party that can identify it, but she's not on. Because it's not arcane. It's actually druidic.
Ah.
I was about to say I have arcana knowledge.
But it's different than the spell knowledge.
Okay.
You could try, but you would fail.
That's fine.
It's kind of brown. Like you're looking at the bottle and you're looking at it, and it's kind of like this milky colored brown. And it's thick. Like kind of like it moves slightly like molasses.
That's weird.
But more honey.
Maple syrup.
More maple syrup. Yeah. Canadians.
You took the words out of my mouth.
Don't worry. See, I love Canada, but I don't like maple syrup too much. Unless it's cooked in my pancakes, not on them. I don't like being sticky. I hate it. I hate the way it makes me, like, I don't like getting it in my beard or on my face. I don't like being sticky.
I don't like being sticky either. I like putting maple syrup in, like, I make like a honey mustard kind of a thing, but instead of honey I use maple syrup.
I've done that. That's really good.
I love Crown Royal Maple too. It's just phenomenal. Shout outs, Crown. Oh God. So, you want to continue on or go back?
I'm kind of having fun killing Balkans. I don't know about y'all.
Well, he's got to go to bed.
Yeah, I gotta go to bed.
I got to go to bed. So.
And I should head to bed.
Yeah, it's 2:22 where you're at.
It's like Buggins.
You're having fun with the boggins? Should
So,
we loot up?
your armor bonus, your chain shirt is a +5 to your armor class.
Okay.
And your minimum dexterity bonus is +4, so you don't lose anything. So you're still good. So that's a phenomenal find.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you for that roll.
Good job.
And what yours does, just so you know, let me find it here. Because everyone else, other than, let me make a note of this, other than Chris, he doesn't know what his does. Just to let you know, it doesn't harm anything. So if you drank it, it wouldn't harm you. No. You shouldn't, at least.
Maybe identify it first.
Deeper darkness. This spell functions like a darkness spell, except that the object's radiating shadow luminescence.
These Buggins have cool stuff.
Basically, it's page 217 in the player's handbook, and it basically allows its darkness better.
217. Oh, question for you, actually, before I look this up. Because I found the scroll, does this affect, like, my magic, where it doesn't necessarily work as well? I'm having a hard time coming up with the word.
The scroll, okay, what a scroll is it someone has poured their magic into the scroll. All you do is read it, and it casts from the scroll. It won't affect you in any form or fashion.
Okay.
Once you read it and cast from it, it's gone.
Okay. So I can only
It's
use
a
it
level 3. It's a one-time use.
Okay.
If you were a mage, you can copy to a spell book, and then it stays with you permanently. But you're no mage.
Great. Darkness.
Deep darkness.
Oh, deep darkness.
Deeper darkness. It should be
Oh, I see.
217, and it functions just like darkness, but better.
Okay. Okay, cool. Do we need to split up this blue that we found?
Nope, because when we start back, you three will be right here.
Okay.
So we'll make a note. You three are stuck in the woods. 3-party
In the inn, or the imaginary
in
porta potty.
woods. So we have fun?
Yeah.
Let's shoot for Saturdays from now on. They're much easier on my body.
I'm sorry. I had to work.
Work, Gracia.
Think so.
I know.
I don't think we have anything great going on this Saturday.
I am off this Saturday, thank God.
I'm always off weekends, so it doesn't really matter. Oh my god. I vote for a more comfortable chair, though.
I got the comfy chair.
But I could have, but I didn't feel like bringing it in here, but I have my captain's chair.
Very nice.
Right. Alright, I'm gonna.
Well,
Alright.
I'm
Go to
going
bed.
to go crash. Peace out, guys.
All right.
It's been fun playing with y'all.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Have
I'm gonna go
fun.
crash myself, crawl up in bed, put the fan on, and go to sleep.
There you go. Later,
Because
guys.
I need sleep. Later.
What?
Glad y'all had fun.
Hold on.